My name's Rob Lane. I own and operate M&P Aerial Application here in Moore County, North Carolina. So we do spraying and spreading services so far. It's mostly been fungicide work on wheat and then herbicides into pastures. Aside from the corn and soybeans, I'd really like to work with the cattlemen around here. I think this is a big use for pastures. We don't rut things up, and I think it's just a sort of an untapped market that I'm hoping we can get into. I joined the military straight out of high school in 2003. I did 4 years in the Marines before I got out, and then moved over to the Army, which is a long story. But I spent just over 16 years in the Army, and I retired out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I spent most of my time in the Middle East. I did multiple tours in Afghanistan, spent some time in Iraq, and then some trips in Africa. As a kid, I spent all my summers and free time on my uncle's farm. He sort of took over the family farm, and I really enjoyed it. Growing up, I wanted to either farm or join the military or be an astronaut. And so of those three things, I joined the military, and now here I am trying to get back into agriculture, and I think this is a good way to do it. Obviously, I enjoy flying, and this is sort of a mix of flying and farming. This is my airplane here. This is a Rans S-20 that I built from a kit. I've loved airplanes and everything that flies ever since I was a kid. No matter what I was doing, no matter how cool the thing that I was doing was, if something flew over, I would always stop and look at it. And to be honest with you, if I could fly a crop duster, I would do it, but there's no market for it here in this part of the world. So the drone does the same thing, just in a different way. And again, like I said, I like agriculture. I like everything that flies, so this is really just a combination of two things that I really enjoy. Our fields are pretty small. Most farmers are farming less than 1,000 acres of disconnected fields with an average size, I'd say between 20 and 30 acres. So they're surrounded by 100-foot pine trees and full of obstacles, and airplanes, and really for the most part, helicopters can't come in. So aerial application has not been something in recent times that farmers have had access to around here. But with drones, they certainly do. The drone does exactly what it's supposed to do, and the trouble really is the education piece. So since aerial application has not been a service that's been available to local farmers, it's not something that's really like a main tool in their toolbox. So when you bring this new technology over into it, that's putting out stuff at a very low per acre rate of water. For instance, like a ground rig may want 15 or 20 gallons an acre, and this is going to do maybe 3 gallons an acre. So the education piece is huge. Anybody that's been on the receiving end, right, or seen it work knows that it works. The trouble is really just trying to reintroduce aerial application as the go-to method for putting chemical into a field, or fertilizer into a field for that matter. Around 3 years ago when I started looking into this, if you wanted to find any information about drones, the bulk of it came from Agri. So watching some of their videos piqued my interest. I had a friend who was an Agri dealer who I was able to specifically ask questions to and go out and see his operation and how it worked, where he used it on his farm. Really, I hope that the future is kind to me and that this business venture is successful. The whole point in all of it really is to provide a service to farmers. I'm not trying to get rich off of anybody. I just want it to work and be proven successful and help in the community. And if it grows from there, that's awesome. If I can involve my children in it and get them outside, that'd be great too.